Good morning everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of our Minecraft Let's Play. Last episode we did a whole bunch of little bits and bobs around, and between episodes I actually ended up finishing digging out the top of the nether hub, so I can cut that in right now. Hi, it's me from the past. So I have completed the kind of box around our nether hub so that I can freely build whenever I'd like. At this point in the video, I am from the past and I actually have not introed yet, so I don't really know what the video's gonna be about yet, other than vaguely. So I might pop this in somewhere. But hi, just letting you know that this is a thing. Woo! Thank you, past me. Okay. Today, I think I need two things. Number one is a super smelter, because I need XP, and I also need a lot of things smelted. And number two is a bone meal farm. So while been working, I've been needing a lot of white dye, bone meal, etc. So I think that is the next thing that I desperately need. I think the first thing I'm going to do is the super smelter, and I'm also going to make room for a whole bunch of villagers as well in that same building, because that's where I want to put my toolsmiths. So, whoa, hello. So I think that's what I'm going to start with today, and then move into the bone meal farm. The bone meal farm is a little bit more boring to watch, because it's already made. Technically, I used the same one whenever I build one, so I just use light matica for it, so yeah. So why don't we hop right into that? Alright, this is the area that I have ended up with for our kind of toolsmith area thing. I need to come up with a name for it, because I don't know what to call it. So the picture that I'm going to be using I will put up on screen now. Boom. And I really liked doing the drawing time-lapse along with this building last time, so I think I'm gonna do that a little bit while I work out our interior. I'm really excited about this one. I've been wanting to do this one for a while. So why don't we hop directly into a time-lapse and start working on this building? Okay, so I think I'm gonna build this more on camera just because I do know what I'm doing. So why don't we start here in the middle, maybe even bring it a little bit closer, and plop down our first furnace. I think I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I want to have it like turn, so I'm gonna make it like kind of a circle, I guess. Well, not a circle, just a weird rectangle. Okay. I'm actually not going to put any on the sides, I don't think, because I do need to put collection and stuff on one side, and then I will put input on the other side. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can add even more, that's great, okay. And I'm going to put levers on all of these, and that's how I'm going to turn it into a semi-XP farm. You need the hoppers to take the items out, and that's how you can stack XP inside. I'm worried that it'll take it out of that hopper, so I'm just going to go around. I guess I could actually do 2 layers going in here. Ah, okay. Sure. Go away. Definitely an iron farm required kind of build. This is gonna be fuel here. Oh, that's one layer too few. Oh crap, I forgot about that. Gonna end up needing more powered rails, I think. Gonna need more regular rails too. I think while I'm at it, I'm just gonna sink a crafting table in the floor, because I find that I do actually need crafting tables a lot in my super smelters rooms, so might as well get ahead of it instead of doing it later. And I think I'm gonna have the chests be accessed from the side, because I always find it really annoying to have to like jump and get in there. So I think that's where I'm gonna do my access from, which means this guy's gotta go. Excuse me! Hello? I'm building here! Well, actually, it's more redstone, but I'm building! Come on! Now, I wonder, how am I gonna do this shape? Because I haven't really done this sort of shape of super smelter before, so I just wonder how this is gonna work out. Ah! Let's put you up here for now, and then take it back down. See if that helps. Maybe I'm gonna have to use a block here. Ah! Okay, I think this should be successful if my calculations are correct. Okay. I've lost my crafting table somewhere in here. Haha! Okay, I think that's functional. Okay. Now we can decorate it, which is kind of fun. Or, should we decorate it first, or work on everything? Nah, we should decorate it first so that we know what kind of room we're working with for the other machines. I'm very thankful for the shelves in this case, because I don't think that they're gonna get too affected by everything up here, with trapdoor. I actually don't need this anymore, so I can toss it out. Because I got the huge farm over there. It's actually currently off, like I don't have the pillar up there, because I have like 6 double chests now. I think I'd like to still put glass up to see the minecart going through, but that is about it display-wise. What am I doing? I got scaffolding. I did not know that these were redstone activated, but you learn new things every day. But I'm gonna take it, it's fine. I do also really like the back textures. Oh, crap. Of these shelves. Okay. I am quite happy with this. I like being able to see the minecarts go around, but not like have the rails in my face, you know? I think it looks pretty neat. So it's up and ready. The next thing that I'd like to do is make a lava farm, but I'd like to make it on this outside area here. And what I really want to do with this build is kind of have the walls lean outward, I'll try and show with scaffolding, like this. A lot of the drawings that I've been seeing have these really cool slanted outward windows, and also I'm definitely inspired by 10 Forward from the Enterprise C from the Next Generation of the Star Trek. So that's definitely gonna make an appearance in this build, I think, is that kind of more bowed out window idea. And in front of it, I'm gonna have our lava farm, which I'd like just being nice and viewed from the outside. I think it would look really neat. So I think that is our next step. Okay, door's gonna go like right here. I tend to not do actual doors, just more arches. So it's gonna go from about here to here. Oh, no, here to here. The crafting table in the middle. So then it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think that's pretty good, and then I'm gonna just go up. I don't actually know if this block above has to be dripstone. I've just kind of always assumed it does. And this is a manual farm. Every now and then you have to go in and just pick it up with buckets and so on and so forth. It's exactly 32 though, so just 2 stacks of buckets will cover 1 round, which is nice. Since I have fire tick off, I think I can also use shelves up here, but then I'd have the awkward corners, so I think I might just use full blocks. Alright, so silly me has a lot of files on the computer that I'm recording on, so sometimes OBS, which is what I use to record the game, just kind of craps out on me when it runs out of memory, and I forget to put stuff, like my comic stuff, on a memory stick, which is exactly what happened here. So I think I lost a decent chunk of me doing the rest of, like, the interior for the first level. So here's voiceover me just talking and explaining what I'm doing. I ended up making these little arches for the villagers and brought in a whole bunch of toolsmith villagers that have been converted from zombies. I think I went a little bit overboard on how many villagers I'd need, but in my forever world, I use toolsmith villagers as my main source of emeralds. So they were constantly bottlenecking me into having, like, no emeralds for when I, like, needed books and stuff. So I decided to go super overboard and get 32 of them. So this is what we have here now. Okay, we are back. I didn't end up recording the villager stuff just because it was really annoying and loud with so, which it still is, but especially when they were also kind of zombies. And I've been doing a whole bunch of trading, and we have the iron trade on all of them, and this is the emeralds that I got, which is great. I also stuck an anvil here because I lost both of my pickaxes to the lava, and I had to make a new one. So yeah, that was really fun. I'm also like 80% sure that I lost my intro to this. So we'll see. Maybe we got a transmission from VoiceOver me, but we'll have to find out. I think the next thing that I'd like to do is work on the upstairs, which I have made some bubble columns for getting upstairs. Yeah, it does kind of look like this. So first things first is I gotta put some stuff in here to make it an actual floor. And I think I want to add a simple cobble generator to this as well, just because I'm running low on cobble all the time, and I don't really want to dig a huge pit like I did in my Forever World. So this is what we got. I do also now have more lava than one person could ever need. Okay, so I kind of did this one a little bit backwards to what I typically do, but I decided that I wanted the second level to have like a specific outside, so I decided to do it a little bit backwards. So this is what we got. This is the little cobble generator that I got going on. Nothing too special. Just simple skyblock upgrade kind of thing. Also something that I can AFK. No, I don't have an auto clicker, but I do just rebind my key and stick like this ceramic hand that I have that I made of my hand when I was like a kid that now holds my pen for my drawing tablet. And that's what I use to AFK that kind of farm. And I'll use like a spare diamond pick, so if it runs out and I forget about it, then I just punch stone with my hand until I remember. So for the interior, I would like to make some form of a dripstone farm. Thing is though, I haven't really made a dripstone farm before. I just have from when I was mining, and I think I'm just gonna try and make one based off of a sugarcane farm and hope that works, I think. And I think if I put hoppers at the bottom, then the dripstone won't spawn at the bottom, it'll only grow from the top. I think. I have no confidence in this, but we shall see. Okay, let's see here. Here is where I actually want, like, the elevator section to be. So I will put the farm along this corner back here, I think. Alright. So I'm just gonna fill out the remaining 32 that I have, because I went and just got a whole stack. And half the stack is down there. Let's take it a little bit further away from the wall. Like, yeah, right here. Do we just want to go rogue and make this room a square? Just forget about the curve altogether. I'm going rogue. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Never fails. Just punch the ground and count. Imagine it actually not be the correct count. Boom. Okay. I think I'm gonna do the bottom in red and then the top in orange, and then kind of have them come together in that line that I've been doing underneath. I don't have torches on me. I should, but I don't. And I don't really want to go get torches. Alright, and then according to sugarcane farm rules, we have a row of pistons, a row of blocks, a row of redstone, and finally and most annoyingly, a row of observers facing outward. I just find these really annoying to place down. Like that. And now I'm kind of just going with what I think would work. So up top, I'm gonna put a gap layer, and then dripstone blocks. Oh crap, I need that. Dripstone blocks. Dripstone here. Ow. And then I don't really think that it matters what it looks like from up here. I'm talking really quietly. I hope that the mic is picking me up. I forgot 2 water buckets. I only have 1 water bucket. Bucket 1. I'll just open this for now, and then I can climb back up the water when I get back. Up we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna go grab some glass and grab some more orange terracotta and probably a lot of snow to fill in the walls, and then just kind of work on decorating mostly, I think. I don't really have much more up here that I'm too interested in building. If anything, I would want it to be a little bit more like foundry related, which is kind of what I've been doing with this building. So if I come up with something, I'll build it up here, but otherwise it's just gonna be mostly decorative. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave the upstairs the way that it is for now, because we got about 10-15 minutes left in the episode here. Watch time wise, I don't know how much that's gonna be for me. So I think I'm just gonna leave that the way that it is, and it'll probably just rot up there, never to be finished, as Minecraft builds do when you stop working on them. Nah, hopefully we'll remember to actually go and do something with that. The next thing that I would like to do is work on that bone meal farm that I talked about. I don't know if I'll be able to get the exterior done this episode, but I hope to get the interior done. And the first thing that we gotta do is pick a location. And I'm just gonna pop into free cam here and take a look at our real estate over here. This zone entirely, I think I want to make a villager sector. I wanted to put the toolsmiths over there just because I wanted to fill out that area, honestly. But here is the better place for villagers because we've got our rail system right here. I had to really cart them all the way over here, which sucked. So I think we're going to stick with villagers over here. Which means I think I might drop our bone meal farm down into the valley, which is going to be our first build down here. Actually, psych. No, I'm not. I've said this like 3 or 4 times that I'm going to start dropping builds down into here. I'm not. We're going to go up on this hill. This is gonna be where we are gonna build our bone meal farm. Alright, so I've kind of flattened this area for us here. We're really close to spawn, so we've made it pretty much all the way around. And this is the machine here. Neat, right? Yeah. Nothing too special. There we go. I think I'm actually gonna build 2 of them right next to each other because I use bone blocks so often, and I plan to use quite a few of them in the future. I've been missing them in my builds so far. So I think I'm gonna build 2 of them next to each other and then sink the collection chamber area. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, this is them. They're little buddies. And I think I'm going to make the collection zone be this one and then draw the hoppers over to this side. So, a few things. As I was working on this was going pretty well. I did use Lightmatica for it, obviously. I used a little bit of easy place mode just for, like, the observers and stuff, just because I was not getting them correct. So, just letting you know about that. And the next thing, I do talk about it a little bit afterwards, but I decided to add a little thing in between, is that I then decided to put a moss farm underneath the 2 bone meal farms, because I am actually going to be needing a lot of pale moss for the nether tunnels that I have planned. So I ended up doing that, and my old farm that I use, my Forever World, my Creative Testing World, they all work great, just wasn't translating. I have no idea why, it just didn't want to work. So I ended up finding a tutorial online. I talk about it at the end. It's in my website, blah, 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 blah. I do also just want to note that I used a lot of easy place mode for that build, because it was giving me a hell of a headache. So that is why that time lapse looks a little weird. Like, I'm kind of doing things that shouldn't be possible from where I'm standing. And that's because the orientation was just so annoying. So I decided to turn on easy place mode, put on a book, and get through it, because I'd already built my old farm once and I was tired. So that's what happened. Again, I just like to be transparent about it. So that's how it went. And why don't we look at this time lapse now? Okay, we are finally back, and that was quite the ordeal. For some reason, my farm is working totally fine on my Forever World, on my Creative Testing World, everything else. But then I go to put it into this world, and it's just not working, and I still don't know what's going on, but that's what we're dealing with. So I ended up finding a farm online, which is linked in my website because I don't have link access on YouTube yet. So that's on my website, Detectivejupiteruv at card.co, I think. You can also find it on my Instagram, my whatever. Yeah. My website is everywhere, all over my socials, so should be able to find it. Pretty good. And yeah, this is the tutorial that I used, so please go check it out if you are interested. It works. Alright, I think that is where I'm gonna call it for today, and so that means it's time to do our maps. I actually do not know how many maps this is gonna take, so let's see. Map 1, Map 2, Map 3, Map 4, and Map 5. Alright, I think that's the shape that we're looking at here. 1, 2, 3, nope, 3, 4, 5. Nope, not quite. Okay. Alright, that is our episode 9 map. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode despite all of the difficulties that I had today with redstone. Thanks for watching. Bye!